Well, I guess we'll give this a shot. This is entry one here in my video journal of my journey to make the Champions Tour. So I figured I'd start with a little introduction. My name is Ryan Jansen. I'm from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I am a mortgage banker slash golf professional. I just turned 50 here recently in April, and I've been working on plans to try and qualify my way onto the Champions Tour since about I suppose this time last year. I played golf at at a very high level for a very long time, whether it be amateur golf or junior golf. Played my college golf at New Mexico State University, go Aggies. And when I graduated college, I turned professional, played professionally for about 5 years. Had a couple of wins as a professional on a couple of different mini tours. So golf has always been a huge part of my life. I'm extremely passionate about it. And as I kind of got closer to 50 and managed to keep myself in decent shape, I figured this was the opportunity of a lifetime to kind of chase my dreams. And I'm a huge believer in dreams. I have a daughter that's 18 that plays collegiately at South Dakota State University, and I think this is just a good opportunity for her old man to kind of show her that, never quit chasing what is important to you. Again, a little bit about me and my family. I'm married. My beautiful wife, Julie, and I have been married for 28 years. And we have 2 children. Reese, as I mentioned, goes to South Dakota State University. We have a 23-year-old son named Isaac, and he lives at home with us. But yeah, so chasing dreams, finding the journey. I'm excited to get started. Tonight's actually the eve of my first kind of travel. Headed to Atlanta for the Mitsubishi Electric qualifying. And like I said, I'm excited to get started. Honestly, the process has been long, working with sponsors and trying to raise enough money to be able to go out there and do it. I'm very fortunate. I work at First Dakota National Bank and have an amazing relationship with them. And then been blessed to have the opportunity to kind of share both worlds, really. Obviously mortgage lending, and also kind of chasing professional golf full-time, part-time this year. So a huge thank you to them for giving me the opportunity to kind of really, chase the things that, I've been after my whole life. I know a lot of people that play golf are, out there, they're going to see this and they're going to follow this, hopefully, and they're going to have some doubts. And I think anybody would have doubts. But like I said, I'm extremely confident myself. I'm a very hard worker. I'm going to put in the time and effort that it's going to take to try to get to the next level. I'm certainly not naive in the fact that the guys that are out there that are winning consistently have had lifelong careers, Hall of Fame careers, many of them, that are just remarkable, quite honestly. Always looked up to them, admired them, modeled some of my own game after them. But again, I figured, just turned 50. I'm in the best shape of my life, probably better than when I was 25, which is either a good indication that I'm in good shape now or a bad indication of how well I took care of myself at 25. But yeah, so anyway, my plan is to journal the journey, video blog. I'm obviously not a videographer, so apologies for any rough content here, but yeah, kind of start to finish. And really for me in the end, I'm going to journal it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to relish in the successes and certainly learn from the setbacks and failures, which there will certainly be those. And excited for both. That's really kind of where growth comes. Growth comes from, sometimes you learn more in failure and defeat than you do in success and victory. My career in South Dakota is spanned since, I was probably 16 years old. I've won 33 state titles with the help of a lot of friends, and my beautiful wife, Julie, and I share, 9 husband-wife victories, a few with my daughter, and obviously several, on my own. So I certainly know how to play. There's still always plenty of stuff to learn. But like I said, I know that there's certainly going to be some naysayers and doubters out there, but I've always lived my life, finding ways to try to prove people wrong. And that's my intention. I'm 100% focused on the process, learn how to get better with each time out. I'm going to learn quite a bit. I live in South Dakota, so you can imagine we had probably the longest winter on record that I can remember. And so I'm going to be very rusty, certainly coming out of the gates, but hopefully those skills will come back to me quickly, and I'll learn how to adapt and put myself in a position where I'm able to, have some success. How am I going to measure success? Everybody's got their different, opinion about what a successful outing or what this journey is going to look like. For me, I think it is that process. It's the journey. It's the process. It's the learning. It's the, again, stubbing your toe and failing and falling on your face and, getting back up and dusting yourself off and trying to make notes on how to get better. And there'll be lots and lots of those. Again, coming out of a long winter, I've been hitting balls in a simulator pretty much since about November, and so been out on the grass now. Excited about that here in South Dakota. We're finally out on the grass and starting to get some decent weather. So I've been putting in lots of hours out there, some time in the gym, trying to stay fit and stay flexible. Obviously, at 50, that can be a challenge. But yeah, so we're gonna load up, fly down to Atlanta tomorrow. Play a practice round at Hamilton Mills Golf Club down there in Duluth. Get a good practice round in, get some solid practice in before we tee off Friday at 10:10. And I guess we're just going to put our feet to the fire. I certainly want to make sure that I mention, my ability to do what I'm doing. Obviously, I mentioned First Dakota and how kind they've been and generous to me to allow me to go out and kind of pursue my dreams. But huge thank you goes out to my wife first and foremost. She's been my rock and always has been, always been there to support me, and has given me kind of the green light to really go out there and see what we can do. I'm excited for her. I'm excited for us as a family. Huge support from my family. All my family in town, my mom, my dad, aunts and uncles, family, friends, everybody. But in order for this to work, I had to go out and, knock on doors and kind of tell my story and what I was, share my passion for golf and kind of the story that is yet to be written. Been very, very fortunate to be able to secure some sponsors here this year. So Showplace Cabinetry was one of the very first to step up and step in, and huge thank you to Bill Allen and everybody at Showplace for their support. They've been just absolutely unwavering. They're excited. I'm excited to be a part of that. Tommy John, another fantastic, you'll notice a theme here, South Dakota root company. Huge fan of their products, and certainly excited to have them on board. Wiswell Endodontics, just fantastic, fantastic company, great organization. Andy Wiswell was kind enough to give me access to a simulator this winter, so I've had some place to practice, kind of unlimited, and that's paid huge dividends. Neighborhood Dental, another local company with just incredible roots in South Dakota, and they're doing great things. I'm very, very blessed to have them along and for the journey. Live Inspired 365 is a local nonprofit focused on kind of mental health awareness, and a very good friend of mine, and it has started that, and I'm excited to have them along as well, and I'm excited to be able to share their overall views and mission as I kind of tour the country playing golf. Strixon was stepped up early as far as an equipment sponsor. I'm very thrilled to have them. Obviously First Dakota, they've been a big supporter. The Prairie Club, as you can kind of see here, but Paul Schock's a good friend of mine. Prairie Club's probably one of my favorite places on earth to play golf. Truly kind of heaven on earth for a golfer. If you've never been, you definitely should go. Like I said, just a massive amount of support, and which it's going to take a lot of time, effort, and money to get this thing put together. But honestly, for me, the administrative part is, I'm happy to be about done with that. I'm excited to get to what, hopefully what I do best. And so this week we're going to find out. So my plan is to, kind of keep you posted. I sure appreciate, if you like and follow. I have 11 events. I do have an exemption into the Sanford International here in Sioux Falls in September. So huge shout out to Davis Trosen and his team over at Sanford, the Sanford International, Hank Edgebrat, and everybody involved over there for giving me this incredible opportunity to kind of be able to really showcase my game and my journey, and kind of hopefully the kind of culmination of where I'm at in September. Just cannot wait to be able to share that and experience that with my family and friends, co-workers, and everybody that has been so supportive so far. So with that, I'll sign off, and I will give you an update and let you know how things go Friday. Essentially the way that's going to work, I have no status on the Champions Tour now, so Fridays typically are going to be the pre-qualifying. There's usually 80 some to 90 guys that will attempt to qualify into the Monday qualifying, which they call an event qualifier, but out of those 80 guys, 5 guys will make the Monday. At that point, obviously the level of competition will continue to ramp up. The level of play and quality in the pre-qualifiers is also exceptional. Guys 50 plus years old that have, endless game and are just looking, for that one lightning in a bottle moment like I am, to try to, showcase their talents, on a national stage. Then come Monday, the field narrows, somewhere between 30 to 60 guys will show up for the Monday. And out of that pool of players, Hall of Famers, world-class golfers, guys that played on the PGA Tour their whole lives. They'll take 3 of those players on Mondays. We'll get into the actual event. So for now, it's kind of a 2-step process. You got to play very well on Fridays. Get in through the Friday, play the Monday, play an exceptional round of golf on Monday, and then you're in for the weekend. The Champions Tour don't have any cuts, so kind of once you're in, which is fantastic. And like I said, I'm excited to be able to play in the Sanford for sure this year, looking to try to qualify into 3 or 4 more events, throughout the year, and just so I can be kind of sharp and prepared for when that comes. And then the plan is to play Champions Tour qualifying come November, December. But yeah, a lot of work to be done, a lot of excitement, a lot of fun. My cousin Mitchell is going to be doing a lot of caddying for me. He's my cousin, but one of my best friends, just an incredibly talented player himself. So I'm going to lean heavy on him for guidance and direction while we're out there working together. It's going to be a team effort, and truly to be able to accomplish what we hope to accomplish, the team aspect is going to be very important as well. So a huge thank you to him. But other than that, I guess, dreams are out there for chasing, and I'm going to chase this one. So I appreciate you following along, and I'm excited to share the journey with you. So sounds good. We'll talk to you Friday.